Hari Om, welcome to IKSA, the Indian Knowledge Studies Academy. Our endeavor is to ignite the young minds and create awareness about basic fundamental concepts of Sanatana Dharma through our comprehensive course 36 Chambers of Sanatan, which has got 36 main themes and over 100 sub-themes and then subtopics, comprehensively covering the essential basic fundamentals without any complexity of the Sanatana Dharma for the benefit of quick and simple learning without any complication for the timeless, restless, clueless youth of the current generation and the future generations to learn these concepts, to pursue further advanced learning in this direction, to apply them in their daily lives, to teach them to their siblings, friends, family members, neighbors, communities, society, country, schools, colleges, employees, wherever they come in touch with other human beings for their own benefit, for an ethical and enlightened living, and to be a proud Indian Hindu and a responsible global citizen and help make India Vishwaguru again and work for a Viksit Bharat. Let us understand the key components of Hinduism and Sanatana Dharma and how is it different from the so-called Abrahamic religions. I am going to give you briefly a structured comparison of the key components of Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism to clearly understand their similarities and differences. The key components of Sanatana Dharma, very often we synonymously call as Hinduism. The first one is the polytheism, Bahudevata Aradhana, worship of multiple deities such as Vishnu, Shiva, Devi, Ganesha, Shakti. Each deity represents a specific cosmic power or aspect of divinity. Puja and rituals, Karmakanda, ritualistic worship in temples and homes including yajnas, homas and festivals, Navratri, Diwali and other cultural religious practices. Sacred texts, Shastras, Vedas and Shastras, Dharma Shastras, Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Itihasas, Tarchana, Shastras are there, includes everybody or even Itihasas, Ramayana, Mahabharata and Agamas are there. These focus on storytelling and devotion. Temples, the Devalaya Samskruti, central to religious practice. Temples act as places of worship and community gathering. The caste system, the so-called caste system, but it is different from the Varna system, the classification of the Varnashrama Dharma, the Varna Vyavastha, as it is truly meant to be and truly meant to be understood that way and then practiced for a harmonious living and a work-life balance, traditionally tied to social and occupational roles and qualities and then actions, guna, karma, vibhaga, festivals and observances, vibrant cultural celebrations linked to mythology, seasons and devotion, faith-based system centered around faith, devotion, bhakti and adherence to rituals or practices passed through generations. Key components of Sanatana Dharma are timeless Dharma, eternal. The name itself, Sanatana, denotes eternal, that which always existed, currently existing and will ever exist in future. Focuses on the universal and eternal laws of existence. Sanatana, eternal, includes concepts like Satya, truth, Ahimsa, non-violence and Dharma, righteousness. Purusharthas are human goals, 4 aims of life, chief objectives. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma is righteousness and then the duty. Artha is wealth and prosperity. Kama is desire and enjoyment and fulfillment of desires. Moksha, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. Sacred texts like Shruti and Smriti. Shruti texts like Vedas, the Upanishads from the philosophical and spiritual core. Smriti texts like we have got Puranas and then the epics and Dharmashastras are practical guidelines. Karma and reincarnation, belief in the law of action and its consequence, Papa, Punya, and cycle of birth, death and rebirth, the samsara, unity in diversity, Advaita and pluralism. Philosophical schools like Advaita Vedanta emphasizes the oneness of all existent Brahman, pluralistic acknowledgement of multiple paths to truth, including the Charvaka and the atheism in Hinduism and Sanatana Dharma. Spiritual practices includes yoga, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, raja yoga, hatha yoga, like that, dhyana yoga. Meditation and self-realization practices focuses more on inner growth than external rituals. Universal relevance emphasizes living harmoniously with nature, society and the cosmos more than any other comparable religions of the universe, of the world. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is the motto. The world is one family as per the Sanatanis, and Sarve Bhavantu Shikinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Makaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet, Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. That's what is our philosophy and which is our DNA and our ethos. Self-realization finally is the Atmajnana. Ultimate goal is realizing the self, know thyself, Atman, as non-different from the supreme reality, Brahman. And Hinduism is a broader term and encompasses various practices, beliefs and rituals often tied to a specific culture and religion. Whereas Sanatana Dharma is the eternal, universal truth that forms the foundation of all existence, transcending cultural or historical boundaries. It is a way of life rather than a formal religion. This is where people seem to be a little confused, and they are often synonymously using Hinduism and Sanatana Dharma, whereas Hinduism is a subsect of the Sanatana Dharma. And Hinduism, while it is an opinion and a chosen path, a preferred religious path or a pantheon, the Sanatana Dharma is eternal and ever existed and would ever exist. And it is more of spirituality and a higher learning about self-realization and liberation. In essence, Hinduism is often seen as the external expression, while Sanatana Dharma represents the inner spiritual essence. Very often we say that गर्व से कहो हम हिंदू हैं, proud to be a Hindu, but I would say even before to be proud to be a Hindu or a Sanatani, it is extremely important to be a practicing Hindu and to be a practicing Sanatani. If you are already not being, strive to learn, practice and becoming a practicing Hindu, then only we can say with happiness, joy, ecstasy and pride. Otherwise, it would just be a slogan and it would not help anyone, individual or a community, either Vyashti or Samishti. So let us focus and surrender ourselves to the divine wisdom and the Parameshti and the Paramatma, and let God or Paramatma, whichever name you may call or worship, shower on all of us Sadbuddhi, the right intellect, to pursue right knowledge and to practice ethical behavior and ethical living and enlightened living, finally achieve the state of bliss, Ananda, Mukti and Moksha. Hari Om Tat Sat.